Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Moving Pictures Kenya. Today we are here in Pennsylvania. Actually, we are here in rural America and we have come to harvest maize. What we want is green maize. My name is Bonventure and this is serious business. I've been wondering where to get green maize here in the USA, and today I've achieved the desire of my heart. I have come to rural America. When you look around here, this is rural America and we have come to harvest maize. One interesting thing about this place is you go to the farm and harvest the maize you want and then come to the owner to be charged. I can see a lot of people around here and they have come to harvest maize. Kwa hivyo leo tutakula githeri, tutakula mahindi choma na tutakula mahindi boil, kila kitu iko hapa. But first of all, I just want to talk to a few people here, nisikie maoni yao kuhusu hii mambo ya mahindi.
How much is it?
Cash, you didn't cash up.
Wanapatia ngapi?
Hesabu ni ngapi?
Hiyo ni 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 45 plus 8, 53.
So balance, yeah?
No, I need 79.
Yeah,
53, 6, 26.
26 sana kutumia na kasha.
Okay, sawa.
My name is Clarice. I'm coming from Delaware. We came to this farm to get some corn, some tomatoes, some watermelon, some eggs. We came all the way.
All the way from Delaware to here?
Yes.
Okay. You mean there are no farms there?
No, not as nice as this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you know about this farm?
Through my friend Alice. She's been here before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you come to this farm, what do you get here?
I get corn, but he goes around to other farms to bring us some watermelon, tomatoes and eggs.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is just for your consumption, or you supply to people in Delaware?
For my consumption, but I came and got for my two friends.
Okay.
Zaituni and Pauline.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in the USA?
I've been here since 1997.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
As we just came in, this is our first year.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I've met you before.
Yeah.
In our church, CTT.
Yes, CTT. Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
In Delaware.
Okay. Asante sana.
Asante.
Yeah, so mmesikia watu wametoka kutoka Delaware mpaka hapa wanakuja kutafuta mahindi. Very interesting. Mzee, I wanted you to tell us briefly what you are doing here.
Yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm buying corn, maize, and I've been doing this for the last 5 or so years. We come here, Mr. Ngarama here, and roast the corn. We come. Like this year, I have selected only yellow corn, no white corn, because they are sweeter to me. So come here, we'll boil them, we will preserve them by freezing, and then throughout the year we'll be eating slowly, and because we like githeri.
Na yellow corn ndio ile watu wanakataa huko Kenya wanasema ni GMO.
Yes, all these whether they are GMO or not, it's just the color. But to me, I think the yellow corn is a little bit sweeter. It's good. I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
So all this stock I see here is just for your consumption?
No, it's not only for me. We are going to take to other people too. Yeah, I will just keep a little bit, and then other people have sent me. They said, when you go to the farm, get some for me. So it's for many people, not only myself.
Okay.
Yes.
So other than corn, what are you getting here?
The other thing that I'm getting here is the therapeutic value of going back to the roots. You know, we were brought up in a farm, growing corn, cows, whatever, goats, chicken. So when I'm here, I feel very good. I feel like now I've gone back to my real self. And it makes me feel very, very good.
Okay. And how did you know about this farm?
Well, Ngarama has been my friend for over 15 years. Even before he started growing the corn, I still knew him. So when he started, he told me, hey, I'm now growing corn. And I told him, okay, that's a good thing. And since then, I've been his customer.
Okay.
And I know all his farms. And sometimes I can just come, even if he is not there, pick whatever I'm picking and tell him I've harvested so many years of corn, and I send him the money.
Okay.
And that's it. We are friends.
Okay, that's nice. And maybe you may tell us which part of which part of Kenya do you come from, and when did you come to the USA?
I come from Central, although I've lived in Nairobi more years than I lived in my village. I came here in 2008, and I've been here and I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, asante sana. As we just came in, so we are still exploring.
Oh yeah, please do explore. It is very good to know. Some people have been here, they don't know that there you can get corn, they don't know you can get anything that you used to enjoy in Kenya. All the foods are here. Doma, guache, meaga, cassava, kila kitu, all of them, they are available. So long as you know where to get them.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so we want first of all you introduce yourself and tell us what you are doing here.
Oh, my name is Phyllis. Wa huyu mzee Batia, niongea na yeye.
Oh, Phyllis Wambatia.
Yes. Yes, na tumekuja kushona hii mahindi. Tunafanyanga hii kila mwaka. Yes.
Na mzee ananiambia hii ni stock ya kukula tu, si ya kuuza.
Sio ya kuuza.
Okay.
Tunakula, zingine tunapeana. Yes.
So what do you normally do to make sure that it stays fresh all the time?
Oh, when we go with them right now, we are going to boil them and keep them the way they are. Alafu ukitaka kupika, you just take them out. Unasitoa kwa corn. Alafu unapika githeri yako. Yes.
You know, when people will see you on TV getting corn, they wonder, is there corn in the USA? Are there Kenyans farming in the USA?
Oh, there is a lot. You see, people are coming from all the way from Boston, Delaware. Like this crew here is all from Delaware.
Yeah.
Everywhere, Massachusetts. Yeah. People come here all the time.
Okay.
Yes, anytime Mr. Ngarama opened the doors for us, we come from all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even before I came to here to Lancaster, I used to come all the way from New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, asante sana.
Karibu, karibu.
Madam Sasa?
I am not Kenyan.
Oh, you're not Kenyan?
No.
But it's still fine. You can tell us what you're...
I look exhausted.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
You can just tell us a bit more about yourself and how you knew about this farm.
My name is Ivy. I'm from Zambia. One of my friends from Kenya actually is the one that introduced me to this place. So I've been coming here since last year, so this is my second year.
Okay. So when you come here, what do you come for?
Corn, because it's more like home.
Okay.
Yeah, so specifically for corn.
Okay.
Yep.
So in Zambia, what do you call corn?
In English, we call it maize.
Uh-huh.
And then in Nyanja, we call it milisi or amataba.
Amataba.
Yes.
Oh, it's just
That's
almost
Bemba.
like almost like us, because as we call it amatuma.
Amatuma
is from
amataba.
From Western Kenya.
Yeah.
So what do you look at? What do you use the amataba for?
For us, we just boil it and eat it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes if it's too hard, of course, we boil it, take it out from the cob, and then we can add it in anything, rice or... Yeah, sometimes we dry it and then you pound it so you make something, it's not like rice really, but something close to that. So.
Yeah, as we call it ugali, so you ugali.
Yeah, we do the ugali too.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you take it where they grade it fine,
yes,
then we use it for ugali too. We call it shima.
Shima.
Shima on sima.
On Sima.
Yes.
You almost speaking, our language is called Luhya.
Yes, because we are Bantu Botato, so we like speak, there are other parts that we speak Swahili too.
Yes.
So it's similar to Swahili.
Yeah, and then there is a common meal in Kenya whereby you'll pick this corn, and then you mix it with beans.
Yeah.
Then after mixing it with beans, you boil. It becomes a very serious meal.
There are other cultures in my country, in Zambia, who does that.
Okay.
Yeah, where they mix it with something. Yeah, so it all depends how you like it, how you prefer to eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, asante sana. In Kenya we say asante sana. Thank you very much.
In Zambia we say zikomo.
Zikomo.
Or Natasha.
Oh, zikomo. Oh, Natasha.
Yeah, so nice to meet you.
Asante sana. Let's go harvesting.
Yeah, these are my sisters from Zambia too.
Oh, how do you say how are you in your language?
Mulishani.
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 How are you today?
Good.
Yeah, my name is Bonventure. I run a YouTube channel called Moving Pictures Kenya. So today we just come to see what you are doing here.
Oh, we came to pick up some corn this is a good hard corn from back home.
Okay.
Yeah, so we love it. We love coming here.
Okay.
And you get more for less.
Yes.
And a taste of home.
Okay.
So it's organic, it's good, and we love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Asante sana. One interesting thing about this place is you come and harvest what you want to harvest, and then you go and be charged. I don't know whether those guys will be willing to talk to us. Let us try Franco. Hi, how are you?
Name is Elvin Lee Sansinegan. We're picking corn for the other people.
Okay. What are these other people?
Joe's customers.
Okay. Also, you are helping Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he pays you when you do that, or you just volunteering?
Yeah.
You are volunteering. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And you? What is your name? I can see you. Are you in uniform?
Curtis.
Curtis. Okay. How is it harvesting corn? Is it nice?
Fun.
It's fun, huh? Oh, do you eat corn?
Sweet corn.
Yeah.
Not field corn.
Okay. Oh, sweet corn, not field corn. How do you prepare it for a meal?
We boil it in water.
Okay. And then do you add anything?
When it's done boiling, we put salt and butter on it.
Or salt and butter? Okay. Then you take it with tea or with beef or with chicken? What do you take it with?
Potatoes, anything we want.
It looks like it's a very sweet meal. Is it a very sweet meal?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. You want to say a comment? What is your name? What is your name?
Roy.
Roy. Or you are helping in the harvesting of corn? You just came to have fun? Okay, thank you so much. Let's go in and see how guys are harvesting. Hey, siwaoni. I've been going through the farm to see whether I can find anybody who is harvesting. I think they're way inside. So let me try to walk around and see whether I'll find them. Hi, how are you? Sasa? Mimi naitwa Bonventure. So tumekuja kuharvest mahindi tukitengeneza storage ya watu kuharvest mahindi. I don't know whether it's okay for you to appear on camera telling us briefly about mahindi.
Utikasiwa na kamera hivi. Asa, ndio beto tie abotige.
Hai, mzee. Umepatikana hapa?
Nzuri sana, habari yako?
Mzuri, unafanya nini hapa?
Hapa natafuta mahindi.
Ya
mtungo.
Mtungo ni nini?
Ile yenye unachemusha kama iko bado kwa mushakwe.
Okay.
Unajua mushakwe?
Hiyo sijui mushakwe ni gani.
Kama iko green. Unatoa tu majani. Unaweka kwa maji, unachemusha, unaweka kachumvi, ni tamu sana, ama ya kupika githeri.
Okay.
Yes.
Na wewe umekuja huku juzi, ulijuaje mambo ya mashamba huku?
Huku lazima unetwork na watu ndio ujue mambo. Unauliza hapa, unauliza pale. Sasa hata nimekuja hapa nikakuta shamba kubwa sana ya mahindi. Tumefurahia sana.
Sawa sawa.
Tunatafuta sasa, ukiangalia kama hii kama hii unaona sasa ni mahindi unaweza choma. Iko even dry. Unaweza choma.
Okay.
Unaweza chemusha, unaweza pika githeri nayo. Ukiangalia yote sasa kama hii ni corn ile kabisa.
How did you know about this place?
I've known this place for years.
Okay.
Many years. I can't even remember how long we come here. We come here every year, every season.
Okay.
We harvest and stock for the whole season.
Okay.
So that we have, corn that we can use as we ate home every time, whenever we need it.
Okay.
So githeri is in plenty.
Okay.
Throughout the year, mahindi nzuri.
Yeah.
And we know the owner. We know it's organic.
Yes.
It's good and trusted source.
So how are you able to preserve for all these periods? What happens, especially for somebody who's new in the USA?
Go home and after a couple, we are going to remove the corn from the cob.
Okay.
And then put it in Ziploc bags, preserve them in the freezer, and we just remove them from the freezer when we need it. But when you unfreeze it, then at that point in time, it's a good corn to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is interesting about this place? What is so interesting about this place?
Well, as you see, we met people, we socialize. We then get a moment to be closer to the farm than the store or supermarket. It's our way of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe you can tell us your name, where you come from in Kenya, and how long you've been here in the USA.
Oh my goodness. Henry Jenga. I live in Delaware.
Okay.
Been in the US for my goodness, about 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have been
from home. I'm from Kiambu County.
Kiambu. Okay. You have been to Delaware once at CTT. There was a time I came to that church called CTT. CTT, Christian something temple.
Oh, okay, yes. Pastor Kefa.
Yes, Pastor Kefa, yes.
A little bit further down, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we know Pastor Kefa. I'm a community leader in Delaware, so I know everybody.
Okay.
Most of those pastors, we know each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
If they ever ask you, I'm Henry Jenga, they know me.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is my family. We are here to harvest, and it's part of our tradition. This man visiting from Kenya, experiencing this exciting moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acha tuongee na madam kidogo tusikie. Madam, maybe you can tell us something, because many people think there is no githeri in the USA.
There's githeri in the USA. That is why we come here every year to get the corn, so we can preserve it for the whole season.
Okay.
Yes.
But when I look at the corn, it looks softer than what we are used to in Kenya.
I guess because we prefer it softer. We don't want it too hard.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you preserve it so that you keep it for all that long?
Well, so when we get home, we're going to shell it from the cob and then preserve it in Ziploc bags.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for somebody who is new to the USA, what would you advise them? Or not even new, somebody who has stayed in the USA for this long and he doesn't know that these things exist?
We will tell, we learn through WhatsApp groups, so that's where we learn about coming to get the corn out here. So I guess word of mouth to all my friends that this is the place to come and get corn.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mimi nashangaa tu naona US kuna watu wako namba Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wewe umekaa hapa how long?
Few months.
Oh, few months, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Kutoka Kenya umetokea wapi?
Natoka Murang'a.
Oh, Murang'a?
Ni Murang'a.
Oh. Ni vizuri sana. Hata sisi tumekaa hapa sasa. This is exactly 1 year since we came here.
Yes.
So as we stay in New York. Oh, 4 months, huh? Oh, that's nice. Oh. Ni vizuri, karibu. Karibu kama uko na njenga hapa. Uko in safe hands. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Fine, thank you. We just wanted some comment about you on how you discovered this place, because it appears like it's a place of gold.
It's a place of gold. Okay. What is happening is we have I'm a Zimbabwean. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So actually we like white corn so much. We are used to it from home.
Okay.
So what happened? We have a Zimbabwean group here in USA.
Okay.
So like a Zimbabwean family.
Yes.
So they just posted on the video. I mean on the group. If there are those who want corn, so that's how we had it.
Okay.
So we took the address and then that's how we had it. We came here.
Okay. So what do you call white corn in Zimbabwe in your language?
In my language, we call it umumbu.
Umumbu.
Yeah, umumbu.
Okay.
And in my wife's language, they call it chibage.
Oh, chibage.
Yeah, chibage.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. So how do you prepare it into a meal?
Actually, I mean, with us, if it's white corn, we just do it like what you do when you are preparing ugali.
Yes.
You call it ugali.
Yes.
Yes. Just we take it to it has to be dried. It has to be dried, and then it's grinded depending with the number of the safe in the grinding mill. But for us, when you are making it for ugali or for impupu or for isitshwala, which is our main food.
Okay.
So we grind it to meal. We call it meal. Here they call it cornmeal.
Okay.
They call it yes. They call it flour in fact here, but to us it's not flour. It's meal.
Yes.
We call it meal.
Okay.
So we grind it and then we do like the way you do ugali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
that's
the same
nice.
way.
Then you eat it with what? What is the accompaniment?
You can use beef stew, chicken.
Okay.
After, if you grind it to meal, you cook ugali like you cook ugali too. You can eat it with vegetables, green vegetables, whatever, cabbage, depending whatever you want to use.
Okay, you know me, I come from Kenya, from a community called the Luhya, Aba Luhya.
Right.
We are Bantus.
Yes.
So us also, this one we eat it with the chicken the way you said.
Yes.
Actually, if I visit you and you give me chicken without ugali, you'll have done me a very bad favor. It has to be have ugali.
It's just the same thing with us. This is we call it our staple food.
Okay.
Yeah, in Zimbabwe, this is our staple food.
Okay.
Right? It's our best we have Mashonaland, we have Matebeleland, which is two main parts of Zimbabwe, although we have east, west, but the same way we call it is like, to us, it's like our main staple food.
Okay.
It's chwala, and in the other language they call it sadza, which is the same as you call it, but it's our main food, like ugali.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe you can tell us your name and how long you've been in the USA. Which state do you stay in?
We've been here for 10 years.
Oh, 10 years, nice.
We've been here for 10 years. My name is Vusu Music.
Okay.
Most of the people, they call me Vusa.
Okay, we like corn because it's not as a sweet corn that we find here. So we prefer this one, which is the same as that we have been eating back home. So it's a little harder than the sweet corn that they sell here. So we don't enjoy sweet corn, but we have been buying it because we didn't have an opportunity to have this type of corn. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know many people in Zimbabwe, when they see you on TV preparing this corn, they'll want to visit you. So what kind of meal will you prepare for them now that you have corn?
With us, usually we just like boiling it and eating it. You can take it as a snack, or you drink it, you have it with tea.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was telling your husband, you must be a version of Zimbabweans who are called Luhyas. Because even for us Luhyas in Kenya, when you take this, it's like a snack.
Yes.
Yeah, snack, you take it with tea. And then now, later, you'll take that now with chicken. We call it ugali. So you prepare it into ugali and then you take it with chicken.
Into mealie meal.
Yes, mealie meal. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure I'll visit one day so that I have a meal meal.
You can have sadza or chwala.
Okay.
Yes. Down in South Africa they call it pap.
Yes, pap. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I used to have a friend in South Africa. He's called Matuku.
Matuku.
Yeah, he said he's I don't know whether he's from I think it's Shona.
Okay.
Yeah, he was called Victor Matuku. I'm sure when he sees this video, he will come for the meal. Asante sana.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Acha tuende tuongee na Ngarama sasa. Ngarama, acha sasa tuongee na wewe kidogo utuambie. It seems you're bringing people together because I'm seeing couples coming to harvest.
Yes.
Is that your intention, or your intention is just farming?
My intention is anything that can make family, couples happy. Anything, if they need something and they can come together, that's great.
Yeah, so tell us about farming. How did you start?
Man, I started this maybe closely to almost maybe over 8 years ago. The aim of this was I was trying to create, sell some corn meal or unga, what people Kenyan call unga in Swahili. And then the first year I planted maybe 2 acres of corn. And then the corn grew up so fast, I was not able to keep up. I was not able.
Just okay, continue.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Najua hapo kwako ni 2 hours kutoka penye tuko sasa.
And then kuja tu. Niko hapa. Wewe kuja mtamake it. Niko hapa.
Alright, so tunachukua.
Yes.
Kuna jirani pia tunachukulia, amesema anataka 160, so unaweza endelea kuchuna, maybe sisi tutavitumia.
Haya.
Okay.
So the first year we planted a lot of corn, and then the process of making corn became kind of had some hurdles. So we sold a few in the field, and then I realized that people needed it more fresh than the cornmeal. So I'm still working on making it into cornmeal, but right now I realize this is serving the African community and Asian community very well.
Yeah, so you said you started with 2 acres. So now how many acres are you doing?
I would say probably right now we are still around maybe close to 3 acres of corn.
Yeah, so tell me, because many people would wonder how you're able to get a piece of land in the USA to do farming.
Actually, I don't own any land. I make agreements. So I have an agreement with the farmer. I release the land for corn only, and then when I'm done with the corn, I give back the land. You know, I come with my own, I rent his farm and I rent his equipment to be able to supply the corn to the community.
Okay. Yeah, and then now, I've seen it's like you have a special offer where somebody goes to the farm to harvest himself.
Yes. The reason is, this is how we started initially. The initial arrangement was you come and just pick your own corn. But then we realized some people want to come and get their corn really quick. So we give an option whereby we can pick for you. That's the hard part of this business, because picking takes a while. So we are giving both options right now.
Okay. And then I see you have a big piece of land. So how do you do it such that you are able to sell all your maize without going to waste? Because I know it's a big piece of land, a lot of production. I don't know what you do so that you don't waste any.
Actually, I can sell it to my fellow community, but I can also sell it to some of it can go back to the farmers. So once it dries, I can sell it back to the same farmer, the farmer who gave me the land.
Okay.
Or I can sell to any farmer around once it's dry. Okay. So nothing goes to a waste very easily. Or I can sell to a farmer who has cows if they want to use it.
Okay. Yes. And then for many, since I came here, I've really been wanting to go to rural America. So I don't know whether this is rural America or there is another rural America.
As far as I'm concerned, this will be considered rural America. As you can see around, probably in this community there could be maybe 10 or 11 residents in this whole area. Mostly farmland here, and it's mostly farmland area. I would say it's rural, but it's rural, semi-rural kind of. We are not far from the big city here, maybe 5 miles, 10 miles to a small city that's close to the farm here.
And then interestingly, it's like we are supplying corn to all Africans in the USA, because people I've spoken to here are from many different states in the USA.
That's what is becoming very common right now. I have people actually who are calling me every day that wants me to ship. I have not been able to ship or mail or do that part because I don't have the manpower to do that. So right now I'm just doing it from here, and it seems that the word has gone around so much. The farthest I've ever sold, I have somebody now asking me to ship to Arizona. I've had somebody come down here from Ohio, which is I don't know, I've had people come from, most people are from the neighboring states. Okay. Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New York. I had somebody from New York here not long ago, which is like 4 or 5 hours drive. And Ohio is like, 10 hours drive, 12 hours drive. Yes, I had somebody come here early in the morning from Ohio and drove back to Ohio. Okay. That's the farthest I've gone.
It's interesting because I've been to Arizona once, and Arizona is like going to South Africa by plane. And then interestingly, some of your customers here are from the Southern African states.
Yes, there's some from South African states. I'm also, what I'm realizing is that there is a lot of demand outside the states. That's what I don't understand. I'm wishing there will be somebody else who will pick up somewhere in the Midwest, and so we don't have to get people from that far. And because we have enough population just within us here that you can serve. You know? And although it looks like a big thing, I'm still not able to meet the needs. I've had some of my customers leave today that could not get what they wanted, and yet it looks like it's a big land, you know.
And then there is the challenge of changing seasons here in the USA.
Yes.
So how do you navigate around that?
That has taken learning. Okay, you have to plant at the right time. This year was very hard. The weather was very difficult. Usually by now we are almost done picking corn, but now we are running into September right now. So the good thing about here is that you can work with the other farmers. I very much depend on the farmers and learn from them. So I'm learning a lot of stuff. My biggest job usually is selling than anything else. Planting, you just have to get the right season. If you plant too early and the frost comes, you lose your whole crop.
Okay.
Because you can't cover, you know what I mean, it freezes. So you have to make sure you just have everything at the right time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then finally, as we conclude, what is your message to guys out there?
I just want them to understand that if you have a passion for something or you have a hobby, to me I consider this like a hobby more than a business. If you have a hobby or you have something you like doing, just try it out, you know. Our community is very good, it's very supportive. When they have something they like, they'll jump on, and be patient with them, work with them, and try to meet them where you can meet them, and everybody will be happy.
Okay. And by the way, which part of Kenya do you come from, and how long have you been in the USA?
Wow. I come from Trans Nzoia, and I've been here probably over 20 years. I've actually worked in the United States more years than I worked in Kenya, so I would consider that this is probably, if in terms of years, I've lived here more years than I lived in Kenya, so or 50-50. So that's how it is. It was not my intention, but I found God planted me here, and this is where I have to live my life right now.
Yeah, that's very interesting, because last weekend I went to where they sell beef, so nikanunua nyama. So watu walikuwa kiniambia tumeona umepata mboga lakini hatujaona unga. So I think now guys know where to get unga. Mr. Ngarama is here.
If somebody wants to pick from here and want to make unga, the corn is here. I'm able to supply. If I had, I don't know whether this audience are from Kenya. I had people are looking for maize. If I had a chance, and so I could, we could ship the dry one, some of it to Kenya if we knew how to do it. We could probably compete with the price.
Yeah.
You know, if they buy from us, I don't know where they buy their corn, but we could sell some to them. I could get more farmers to plant and ship it to Kenya.
Yeah, I'm sure there is the Minister for Agriculture in Kenya. Now, this is not GMO. This is real maize. So you can contact Mr. Ngarama here. I'll share his number. Then he's more than willing to export part of this produce to Kenya.
Yep.
Asante sana Bwana Ngarama. Nitakuja sasa during the planting season, because I also want to see how you plant. So I'll come during planting season.
Sure. Thank you.
Asante sana.
I know you've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah. Nimeshukuru. Hamtaki kuongea. You are shy and you come from where I come from.
Which one?
You come from Kakamega, sindio?
No way.
Which part of Kakamega? Lazima mtume tu salamu. Which part of Kakamega do you come from?
Anatoka hapa Museno.
Mama yako anatoka Museno.
Museno Kayega.
Na baba yako anatoka?
Baba yangu anatoka huko Mbale.
From Mbale. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting.
I went to Mkumu Girls, yeah?
Which year were you in Mkumu Girls?
2006 when I graduated.
2006. Okay. I don't want to mention my sister's name, but I think you went to school with my sister. Yeah, it's very interesting because you come all the way from Kakamega thinking that you'll come and meet white people, but you come and find somebody from home.
Maybe you know my grandfather, Clement Lubembe, yeah?
Clement Lubembe, I know him. Yeah. There was a time some gold was discovered on his land.
You see how the world is such a small place?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a time they were digging a toilet.
Yes.
And then guys realized that there is gold here. So they turned the toilet into a gold mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing here in the USA?
I am a program director
Okay.
at a company called Brian's House.
Okay.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes, and a student at the same time too. So.
Oh, that's nice. As we've been here for a year now, we came in last year, so we are still, we are still trying to know our way around.
I have been here since 2008.
I live in York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not New York, York.
So you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel called Moving Pictures Kenya.
Moving Pictures Kenya.
Okay,
we'll try to follow because I follow a lot of people. I'm a
We try
politician.
we try to support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, where do you come from?
Kisumu.
Which side of Kisumu?
Which side of Kisumu? Not really Kisumu, but you know, people believe all laws come from Kisumu.
Yes.
I come from Rarieda.
Or Rarieda?
Yes.
Oh, I was trying to remember whether I know somebody in Rarieda, but I can't. But I remember I used to come to Rarieda when you had an MP called, was it Gumbo? No.
Gumbo or
No, I used to come there when Tuju was the MP. It's many years ago. Yeah.
Mimi naitwa Nganga Gidro na huyu ni Rosie, my wife. So we are part of this Kenyan community here in Pennsylvania. We have this forum where we on WhatsApp. So that's where we got this message last night that there will be some mahindis here. So we've come to Pendegederi. So tumekuja mahindi tuchuna, alafu turudi nyumbani tupige tusherekee.
Okay. So unajisikiaje ukiingia kwa shamba alafu unachuna mwenyewe?
Inanikumbusha mengi kuhusu nyumbani. Nilikulia kwa shamba pia, kwa hivyo it's a good experience. That's why we call it maize. You know, we are on schedule. We're supposed to be going to work, but the whole experience is exciting. You know, from the prospects of having a dairy, kuingia kwa shamba.
Everything.
Yeah, na tuko na kashamba pia kwetu nyumbani kidogo hapa nyuma ya nyumba, kwa hivyo tunapenda hii mambo ya ukulima na farming. So
kwenu nyumbani hapa ama kwenu?
Hapa.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh. Interesting. Nitakuja siku moja nione vile mnafanya.
Sawa.
Which part of Kenya do you come from?
Dagoreti.
Dagoreti.
Dagoreti. Nilitoishi Kikuyu hapo.
Ni vizuri sana. Maybe madam can comment a bit, because what I've seen interesting thing here is all guys who are coming here, it's like couples. So it's like this thing is bringing families together.
Of course. Yeah, mahindi kila mtu anapenda githeri moja ya nyumbani. Yeah, that's why we come over here to get some. Hatutasahau mahali penye tumetoka. We don't.
So I've been talking to people about collecting maize here, and now it's my turn to go into the farm and collect for myself. I hope I'll be able to get maize that is hard enough to go and boil so that I can take with tea, or to go and boil as githeri, or better still, if I get a posho meal, then it will be a perfect moment to prepare unga for ugali. So tuende kwa shamba tuone vile kwa shamba kuko. Yeah, so I want to go to the farm and see whether I can be able to get maize, because when you look at it, like this one here has already been harvested, so there is nothing here. But others are still, like now this one is very soft, so this one I don't require it. It's not good for boiling, in my case not good for ugali. But let us go in and see what we'll be able to get. I think most of the maize have already been harvested because there is nothing here, but hopefully I'll be able to get something good enough for my liking. So like this one here, let me see. This one is still soft, so I'll just go in. I'll see whether I'll be lucky enough. Also this area has already been harvested, so I don't know. Now, interesting, when you walk into this farm, you can see pathways. I think they have prepared ways for guys to go through when they are harvesting. So now I don't know, because I don't see this one having been harvested. I don't know whether it still belongs to Joel. So let me go and like this and harvest and check, because like nothing here has been harvested, so I don't know. I'll need to ask. So Joel, nimeona kuna pathways mbili. Ukienda hapo kuna pahali imefekwa kanjia, alafu next tena kuna kanjia.
Ni right ni white, left ni yellow.
So na huko mbele yote bado ni yako?
Ni white that, yes.
Okay.
White, yellow.
Okay.
Ni white hapa, chukueni hapa kwa hii. Hapa ni rahisi hapa ndani. Huko watu wamemaliza.
Wamemanage? Wamemanage kupata?
Si ndio nakuonyesha twangu ni tule.
Oh.
Mahindi ziko hapa.
Yeah, so let me go inside here, because the guy whom I've spoken to, he says the other side there was yellow maize, but I want white maize. They call it white corn here. So I've been told if I go in here, then I'll be able to get very good maize. So I've been told if I come in here, I'll be able to get very good corn maize. But when you look at this, most of them have already been harvested. So I really have to go deep inside to see whether I can be able to get some good maize, because what I'm seeing here, most of it is soft, and soft is not good enough for me. I want something hard that I can be able to prepare very with. So much of this has already been harvested. Don't know how to get that. Uncle, shall we be lucky? It appears like guys have done justice to this maize, so I don't know whether we'll be able to get anything. Yeah, so I've gone through all this area, and much of the maize has been harvested. Now I don't know whether this is yellow or whether it's white, so let me go to this farm and see whether I'll be able to get anything. The problem now, this is yellow, so let me check again. And still this is yellow. So now the problem here, this is hard enough, but it's yellow, and I don't want yellow. So I have no choice but to go back. So I will have to walk the line. One of the challenging things I'm finding here is most of the guys who have been here are experienced in harvesting maize in this manner. But for me, since this is my first time, I really don't know where to get that hard maize, because like all the hard maize have been harvested by guys. So it's like I'm just going through the leftovers. Let me see if I'll find even one. So since I started working in this farm, I've not found even one. Let me see whether I'm lucky enough. Maybe this is good enough for boiling. Yeah, so this is the first one I've found, but this is just good enough for boiling and taking with tea. It's not good for githeri. Let's see this one. No, this one is not good enough. Let's see. This one is not good enough. So where will I find the maize? Let's see this one. Yeah, I think I'll have to make do with what is available. I'll have to make do with what is available because this one is also just good enough for boiling, but not for githeri. Now, one thing that I was told when we were growing up, this is not the way we harvest maize, because traditionally when maize is green like this, you used to cut the whole stalk and take it away, so that this is used for cattle, and then now you take away the maize gob. So most people who used to harvest maize like this were guys who had gone to somebody's farm and were harvesting illegally. But now here it's done the opposite way. So I'll just go line by line to see whether I'll find something nice. Then surprisingly, some of this maize that looks small is what is hard enough. But when you look at something that is big, is not hard enough.
Unapata mahindi ama upati?
Sasa unajua imebidi niende line by line kwa sababu naona hapa. Nasema imenibidi niende line by line.
Ukienda line by line unapata?
Nikienda line by line ndio napata, lakini ukienda tu haupati. Then something else, this maize, when you look at it when it's on the corn, it looks small. But now when you open inside, then like this one now is good enough. Yeah, so when I came here the first time, when I came to the USA the first time, many people told me that make sure you buy a freezer, because what guys do, they'll come and harvest maize like this, and then they'll go and remove it from the cob and then put it in those Ziploc bags. Then once they put them there, they freeze. So anytime they want to prepare githeri, they'll just pick a bit of that and be able to prepare githeri. So like for example, most of the guys you've seen here have come to pick corn that they'll use for the coming year. So until next year when Mr. Ngarama will plant again, they'll have enough stock to consume. Unajua ya yellow sijakula. Actually wakati nilifika pale nikaona kuna shamba huko watu hawajaguza.
Sasa kwa nini watu wajipendi wote? Mpaka huyo mama mwenye alikuwa anajipangia yangu namwambia niko hapa za yellow. Yeye ananiambia nizunguka kwa shamba amekosa. Ananiambia they are not sweet. They are so sugary.
Oh. Yeah, so by the way Paul, tuambie, so how much have you harvested so far?
Sasa ndio nimekuta niko na 50.
Uko na 50?
Nizo nimejaribu sana kuzunguka kwa hii shamba yote.
Yeah, because nimekuta wale jamaa wako na experience wanajua pahali pa kwenda na zile za kuchukua. Sisi sasa tunatafuta hatupati.
Tutapata tu. Sababu tulikuja ni ile tu hatuko na experience. Lakini tukikuwa na hiyo experience, kwa sababu sasa hata ukiangalia yenye unaona kwa shamba si mahindi, ukifungua iko sawa.
Unajua mimi nimekuja late. So nikaona kuna zingine huko hazijaguswa. Nikasema hapana, nisiingie kwa shamba ya mtu. So nikakimbia kuuliza Ngarama. Hizo zenye hazijaguswa ziko sawa? Anasema hapana, hizo ni za yellow. Sijui kwa nini watu wapendi ya yellow.
Hata mimi sijui, lakini mwenye nimekutana na yeye ameniambia iko so sugary, sasa si tamu. Na sababu hata mimi unajua sasa mimi ni mono ya Amerika. Sasa siwezi kula kitu kenye sijui. Sitaki kujaribu. Hapana. Mimi ni mtu ya kuogopea mbali.
Acha tuendelee kutafuta tuone kama tutapata.
Ndio hiyo. Sawa sawa. All the best.
Sasa ya yellow. Acha tuende tuone experience.
Na ndio nimezunguka.
Nirudi hapa niangalie tena. Most of the guys who have come here have been avoiding this area. So I've been wondering why, but I've decided to venture into this area. And as you can see, this is the reason why, because this is yellow maize. I think the first time yellow maize came to Kenya was in the year 1980, when there was a big starvation in that country. So I've decided to pick this because I think in 1980 is when I took this for the first time. So I've decided to pick this to go and cook. I see how it tastes when you boil it.
So official names ni Boniface Njuguna kutoka Naivasha. I hope nikisema Naivasha ni Kenya automatically. Na mimi saizi nafanya industrial. Nilikuja kama kwa masomo hapa. Niligraduate last year from Towson University in Maryland. Nimemaliza, I'm on my OPT saizi, but I'm working with in the construction industry. IT guy. Yeah, na nimekuja PM, nimekuja kuchukua mayai, maziwa, na zaidi ya yote mahindi choma. Mahindi choma ndio ilikuwa imenileta hapa. Travel a distance of 1 hour 46 minutes kutoka penye naishi hadi hapa. Yeah, and it's fun. Nimekuja kutembea. PA is a hilly place. Yeah, and it's fun kukuja kutembea hapa.
So umekuja Ushago?
Huku ni Ushago. Mimi kwenye nimetoka ni Tao. So nimeenda kule Siaya ndani. So nimekuja nikapata wako na mahindi. Tao tupatangi mahindi na kuanga frozen. Hapa ni fresh. Na mimi nimejichunia, si kuchuniwa. Na si kitu processed. Mayai si processed. Unajua tumezoea mayai processed. Hapa ni fresh, mahindi fresh.
Na umesema kitu interesting. Umesema mahindi choma. Utaenda kuchoma hii mahindi?
Najichomea. Si niko na jiko. Unajua watu wanafikiria tukifika hapa maisha inabadilika, ni ile tu we live in the other face of the world. Kuni ziko, makaa iko, moto iko, na mahindi ndio iko. Kukula kushiba, pilipili nipake kidogo, mutura tu ndio sijapata ya jioni.
Naitwa Doris, mwikali wa QV. Amerika tujakaa sana, ndio tunajaribu kuanza maisha. Na nilikuja kama mwanafunzi pia.
Nzuri sana.
Lakini along the way, saizi, I did supply chain back in Kenya. I'm still in the same line. And yes, I don't know what else.
Na unasema hujakaa Amerika sana, umejua Ushago.
Sasa si unajua mtu anatembeanga tu Ushago, hata unajua ukikuwa Nairobi mwaka moja, unajua you miss Ushago sana. Sasa si ndio nimekuja nimemiss Ushago kidogo, nikuje nibebe mahindi, nibebe tumalenge hivi na mandizi za Kisii, you know. Na miwa hivi, si unajua unaona tu vitu vya kijiji, tumaindi tumekauka, unaekewa na tumaharagwe, na umeenda na mikate mbili, you know, the exchange. Si unajua venye inakuanga poa. Yeah.
Sawa, asante, nimeshukuru.
Asante.
Haya, pia nataka kusema.
Unataka kusema?
What is your name?
Jinangu, leo mimi jinangu Roslyn Wainaina Nyambura, sababu hii ndio familia yangu. Tunakanga Kenya. Tutafly siku nyingine, tutafly Kenya. Liva.
Na umependa kukua Amerika? Amerika iko aje? Iko kama Ushago? Nini umependa Amerika?
Kenya na kwa tu Kenya na hadi nampenda huku nakuwa nachukua mahindi choma na mayai, maziwa.
Okay. Vizuri sana. Very good. Ambia Shosho shout out. Oh, Shosho ako wapi?
Ako Kenya.
Ako Kenya wapi?
Kenya huko.
Utamwambiaje Shosho?
Nitamwambia tumechukua mahindi choma.
Okay. Sasa atumanisha maharagwe ama mko na maharagwe?
Tuko na maharagwe hata sisi.
Oh. We are done with the harvesting of maize here in Pennsylvania. For Moving Pictures Kenya, my name is Bonventure and this has been Serious Business.